And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Play action on first down. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Tough run here. It's Fletcher. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Rush is on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the first drive, man, both teams, they want to set the tone.
An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the side.
told me pregame, he told me this will be one of the biggest tests all year. Of course, they want to establish their dominance, SEC over the ACC, but he's going to need the crowd noise to do it. Confusion at the line of scrimmage when the offense has the ball. He said, I want our fans amped and ready to impact this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Fletcher. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Grab near the sticks, it's Vaughn. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Mensah to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Hands it off on the counter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a man, it's Vaughn. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fights off a defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Mensah. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage in 2nd and goal. From the gun. Look out! And it's a sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
The fake wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Rush right in his face. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Changing the routes with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Right side, it's Berry. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the ground with the counter. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Straight ahead, it's Berry. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Berry. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Got it! after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Cotton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Looking left. It's complete.
Need to do a better job as a defender in tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Push is ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They're all over him. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incomplete.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Oh, he's got some space. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. the South Carolina Gamecocks and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quick give. It's Berry. Knocked down immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Turning it on. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Flush to the left. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the 2nd level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Extending the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fitted in the window for the score. What a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Deep in the end zone, it's Harris. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment. Might as well run him again. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And they sniffed that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the grab. It's Watkins. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Watkins. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Berry. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Fuller. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback keep. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Sellers on the play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Left side is Fuller. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Sellers throws for the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gets away from one. He'll pull it down and run. Shakes off the defender. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Sellers. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. Driving forward, it's Fuller. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet, it's Levin. Out wide left, it's Watkins. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Throws to the tight end. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
14, LSU, 0.
One more snap coming before halftime. They go play action with Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Trying to set the tone with the run. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bad isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Stepping to the right. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Play fake, Sellers. Just got rid of that one.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Burrowing for yardage. Past the 40. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Cuts it upfield. It's Fuller. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right side, it's Fuller. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Now here's Sellers. Under pressure. And he gets it away.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
3rd and long coming up. Back to pass, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. LSU quick to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing, Sellers. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Sellers. Rushes on. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, even when you're right, you're wrong. Defensively, you had a good play call on. You took away all the throwing options. You got some initial pressure on the quarterback. You're losing late in the game. You just need a play to get off the field. But because of this guy's athleticism and speed, you just don't have the answer. And now your back is up against the wall.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Levin. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Green. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
There he goes to the left. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back. Yeah,
they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Second and long here. Sellers on the play action. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Fourth down, Sellers. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.